am, and he's way down the hall, and he's got... Oh, hey guys, it's me again, Douglas. Man, I had kind of a crazy day at school today. Well, we've been talking in Sunday school a lot about, love your neighbor, because, God gave us those 2 rules. Jesus said the 2 most important things are, the first one is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. And the second is like it. It's love your neighbor as yourself. And, well, I've been thinking a lot about what that means to love your neighbor. Because today, well, I was at school and I was late for class, or I was about to be late for class. And so I'm wanting to get there on time, and I can see this kid down the hall, and he's in my class too, and he's even later than I am, and he's way down the hall, and he's got all these books with him, and I see that he dropped his books all over the floor, and they just kind of, they went everywhere. And I thought, well, I maybe should go help him, but if I don't go in right now, I'm going to be late, and the teacher's going to get mad at me. So I just decided to go in and sit down and not get in trouble, and that kid, a couple minutes later, sure enough, he came in, and he was late, and the teacher, she gets kind of grouchy about being tardy, so she kind of yelled at him, and she made him sit in the corner for the class, and yeah, she was just not happy, and he got in a little bit of trouble, and, it's not like I hate that kid. I didn't want anything bad to happen to that kid, but I just didn't want to get involved, I didn't want to get in trouble myself, so I just kind of, let him go. But, the thing that I've been thinking about is that when it says to love your neighbor, it's not the same as saying don't hate your neighbor, Because not hating somebody is not at all the same as loving somebody.
Right.
If you love somebody, it's not like a passive thing. It's not about what you don't do, It's not like you say, oh, well, I love you, so I'm not going to push you in that puddle. It's, I love you, so I'm gonna pull you out of that puddle. It's not about just saying that you hope somebody that somebody comes to help them, or you hope that things work out for them. It's that you do something, you help them. And there are a lot of people that it seems to me like they think that the most important thing to do as a Christian is to not do bad things. And don't get me wrong, there are things that God says, do not do this. And we're not supposed to do that. That's very important not to do that. But it's not the only thing to not get in trouble. Because if that was true, if the most holy thing that you could do was never do anything bad, then the most holy thing in all of creation, the holiest thing, would be a rock. It'd be a little pebble. Because, they just sit there on the ground and they do nothing all day. They sit there and they collect dirt and they do nothing at all. They sit there. But that's obviously not the most important thing, is to do nothing bad, because that's not what Jesus tells us to do. There are things that Jesus says, don't do this, don't do that. But there are lots of things that he tells us to do. He tells us to love our neighbor. And, if you were, drowning in a pool,
No.
and wouldn't you want someone to throw you a floaty? And if you were hungry, wouldn't you want someone to give you a sandwich? You wouldn't just want somebody to be like, look at that kid, he's drowning. Hope somebody helps him. You want them to go get you. Or if you were starving, you wouldn't want somebody to be like, well, I hope you find a sandwich. Bye. You want them to give you a sandwich. But, there are people who are starving. There are people who are in need. And they need someone to help them. Lots of people. Really, everybody needs help sometimes. But you know what the most important need is? More than food or friendship or even oxygen to breathe. The most important thing is God. We need God. Both here on earth and then after we die as well. Life without God is the worst thing that can happen to you. Bottom line. And so next time you think to yourself, I hope somebody helps out that guy over there. I hope somebody helps him pick up his books or gives him a sandwich or something. Or next time you think, well, I hope somebody tells my friend about Jesus. Don't just hope. Be that somebody. It might be scary, and it might be inconvenient, but it's the right thing to do. And it's what you would want someone to do for you. And most importantly, it's what God wants you to do for someone else.